I got an interesting comment the other day. Neeb, what are some clone or cheap fragrances that perform even before masturbation? That last and have really good performance before maturation. Let's go. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be answering that question. A lot of people know the reality of maturation and let's just not even go to the other word, okay? I think I made enough jokes about that. It gets old after a while. Anyways, so Middle Eastern fragrances and cheap fragrances are known to have or produce fragrances that are pretty quickly placed into market before maturation. Maceration is the actual process of mixing the oils and putting them together. So anything you get is going to be macerated, period. Like, you're not going to macerate yourself. You may, but you probably shouldn't do it too often because it can become unhealthy. My man. It's probably healthier to do that than to go out here and try to macerate with a bunch of people. Damn! So, anyways, starting off with some fragrances that in my experience, especially right now, because I'm in Dubai right now, okay? And I still have, you guys, I have a shit ton of fragrances for being in Dubai. A lot of my AROMATIX fragrances, I have 50 fragrances and I'm just fucking traveling in Dubai. That's crazy, bro. So we're gonna be talking about some of the ones here that I have right now that performed right out of the box. Starting off with this, it's called Zayan Gold by Khadlej. This stuff smells incredible. It gave me a minimum of 7 hours longevity and projection was outstanding right out of the box. It smells like plum, some cinnamon, honey, and lavender with tonka bean with some woods. It's Le Male Elixir Absolute Cologne, and it smells phenomenal. I like this fragrance more than I like Le Male Elixir, the original, and it smells much better than any dupe of Le Male Elixir as well. Super underrated. The performance for this and the richness of it, it does get stronger, but even right off the top, you guys, this is a great one. If you want, or if you're one to qualify or quantify your purchase and what you got back in performance right off the rip, this is it, bro. Go ahead with the Zayan Gold. And now we're coming around the cold time, so it's perfect for exactly that. The next one is by Sapple. It's called Ombre Smoky Quartz. There's a couple of them that I got. I got about 5 of them here today. This is absolutely the strongest one. It's got a deep, rich vanilla and tobacco and some dried fruits. This smells like tobacco vanille, but for whatever reason, I felt like it was a little bit more honeyed than tobacco vanille because of the performance. It's stronger than tobacco. Unfortunately, tobacco vanille doesn't project, nor does it perform, unfortunately, and it's crazy for the price. And it's also crazy that a $50 or less fragrance is performing much better than it right out of the box. So you are getting that with this Sapple fragrance. I used to have Sapple Bound. Sapple Bound was a much older fragrance, but that in itself was pretty good. It was okay. But in terms of quality right now, this is miles above even Bound in itself. But that's still a really good fragrance as well. This is just much better. Okay, it's called Ombre Quartz. You get a dark, rich style of vanilla with that tobacco, some spice, and the dried fruits. I would personally say that you could wear any of these in any season. I've been rocking it here in like 110 degrees. But one thing that I'm never concerned with is whether or not it's going to last, even while sweating and walking around. So it's been a really good fragrance. I'd spray it like under my shirt and then a couple on top, and I'm smelling it the entire freaking day. Next one, this is crazy, and this is like guaranteed performance from the first day you guys get it. It's going to be Naughty Dates. This is 32% oil, and the performance is crazy, bro. Crazy. The wonderful perfumer who put this together, she like absolutely annihilated in terms of the scent, but also the projection of the performance. Stupendous. Seriously. Dates, honey, wood, creamy, sexy ass coffee. And the wearability of that is gorgeous. It's called Naughty Dates. You will not have a single problem with the performance for that fragrance. Right off the box, it's disgustingly strong. Speaking of strong, but it's not as rich as that. It's more incensey, dark, etc. This is called Kohel by French Avenue. Yes, you guys have probably seen this in another video if I was here in Dubai, because over the last like week, I've been buying fragrances to try and put it in, you know, some videos, make some content on it. I also brought a bunch of Louis Vuittons with me and stuff. But that fragrance, man, it's just been like one of my loves, especially in Dubai. Like it fits, it suits. When I go to like the mall and stuff, I'm smelling something in that vein, right? Like a Bon Fumé, Imperial Valley. It's the signature scent of the Middle East, and it smells fantastic. Last but not least, this is a brand new release, and I still have in a sample vial. They haven't even released it. It's called Sharaf Oud Amber Infusion. Amber Infusion smells like this fresh citrus blast at the top, and as it dries down, the citruses of this one, it kind of gives me like pineapple and like tonka bean. I wouldn't say Aventus. It's like caramelized pineapple with this dry down of some like ambery smoke. If I had to like give you guys some directions, it places me in the vein of like Absolute Aventus meets like hot smoke meets like, I haven't smelled anything exactly like it, but when it dries down, it does smell a lot to me like hookah tobacco. Molasses, thick, a little freshness. It's very, very thick, okay? I made the mistake of wearing this about 6 sprays, and I went out here in the heat, and oh my God, it was like, dude, this is too much. And that's pretty much it. I would classify that as a fresh, very well put together scent with the hookah style of undertone, kind of giving me that whole blend that I mentioned earlier. Unique on its own, but definitely reminds me of hookah tobacco or hookah vibes. And it makes sense for Swiss Arabian. Swiss Arabian, I feel like, has, for the longest time, given me, like, in fragrances, it reminds me maybe of aspects, but it's never been, like, directly one-to-one, at least in my opinion. Maybe with some earlier day fragrances, but, like, something like Casablanca, their last fragrance, I've never smelled anything like that. It's very unique, very different. Tobacco 01, also very different. This one, the next Sharaf fragrance, is also just as strong as I know the original Sharaf to be, the gold one. So tobacco vibes, hot, smoky, with that pineapple caramel glaze. Different. Very strong, though. You have been f***ing warned. Also, if you want something that performs right out of the box, Sharaf fragrances, especially the gold. That shit is crazy strong right off the top. One more for the ladies. It's sitting here. It's super strong. It's called Allure Couture by French Avenue. It smells a lot like Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. So you have lemon rinds, thick vanilla pound cake with some powdery sandalwood dry down. Hold on. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You want some most performing cheap Middle Eastern fragrances right out of the box. Maturation. Everybody gets mixed up with those words. Me too. Make sure to hit that follow and the subscribe. They're both the same thing, and they're right down there. See you in the next one.